1. LeBron's block on Iguodala, 2016 Finals, Game 7. In one of the most legendary finals plays ever, LeBron James made the block. With under 2 minutes left in Game 7 against the Warriors, Andre Iguodala seemed to have a fast break layup to give Golden State the lead. Out of nowhere, LeBron chased him down and pinned the ball against the glass. The defensive play shifted momentum, setting up Cleveland's first championship. Social media exploded instantly. Memes, slow-motion replays, and commentators calling it the greatest defensive play in finals history. It wasn't just a block. It was the play that secured LeBron's legacy and ended Cleveland's 52-year title drought. 2. Ray Allen's game tying 3, 2013 Finals, Game 6. Game 6 of the 2013 Finals seemed lost for Miami. Down 3 with seconds left, LeBron missed a desperate 3, but Chris Bosh grabbed the rebound. He kicked it out to Ray Allen, who backpedaled to the corner and hit one of the coldest threes in NBA history. The shot tied the game, sending it to overtime and eventually saving Miami's season. The Heat would go on to win the title in Game 7. Fans call it the shot heard around the world. On Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else, the clip went viral instantly. It remains Ray Allen's ultimate clutch moment. 3. Kawhi Leonard's game 7 buzzer beater, 2019 vs. Sixers. The Raptors' title run almost ended before it started. Tied at 90 with seconds left in Game 7 against Philadelphia, Kawhi Leonard pulled up from the corner over Joel Embiid. The ball bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4, and then finally dropped. The crowd erupted. Kawhi crouched in his now famous pose, and Toronto punched its ticket to the conference finals. It was the first Game 7 buzzer beater in NBA history, instantly replayed millions of times online. The photo of Embiid watching helplessly became a meme, and the moment solidified Kawhi's nickname, the Terminator. It remains one of the NBA's most iconic shots. 4. Steph Curry's 37-foot game winner versus OKC, 2016. In February 2016, the Warriors were chasing history, and Steph Curry delivered a moment that defined his reign. Against the Thunder, tied in overtime, Curry pulled up from 37 feet, no hesitation, no fear. The shot swished through, leaving OKC stunned and announcer Mike Breen screaming, "Bang! Bang!" Fans couldn't believe the audacity of the attempt, let alone that he nailed it so casually. Social media exploded with jokes, edits, and endless replays. It was the shot that showed Steph had changed basketball forever. Not just a game winner, but a cultural reset for the three-point revolution in the NBA. 5. Kobe Bryant's 60-point farewell game, 2016. On April 13, 2016, the basketball world stopped to watch Kobe Bryant's final game. At age 37, many thought he'd struggle, but instead, Kobe dropped an unforgettable 60 points against the Utah Jazz. Every possession felt like destiny. As the Staples Center crowd cheered him on, celebrities packed the arena, and millions tuned in live. "Mamba out" became a phrase etched in NBA history. Twitter crashed with highlights, tributes, and disbelief that Kobe could end his career with such brilliance. It wasn't just a game, it was a worldwide farewell party to one of the greatest players of all time. 6. Klay Thompson's 37-point quarter, 2015. January 2015. Warriors vs. Kings. Klay Thompson entered the zone like never before. In the third quarter, he scored an absurd 37 points, an NBA record for most points in a single quarter. He went 13 for 13 from the field, including 9 threes, leaving Sacramento defenders helpless. The internet blew up instantly. Fans wondered if this was real or a video game on rookie mode. Even his teammates looked shocked as every shot dropped. To this day, it's considered one of the most unstoppable offensive bursts in history. For one quarter, Klay wasn't just hot, he was untouchable, redefining the meaning of flamethrower. 7. Linsanity. In February 2012, Jeremy Lin went from unknown benchwarmer to global superstar almost overnight. A Harvard graduate and undrafted guard, Lin seized his opportunity with the New York Knicks. His breakout 38-point game against Kobe's Lakers cemented Linsanity as fans worldwide tuned in to watch him dominate. Social media exploded with puns, memes, and non-stop highlights. Lin jerseys sold out, and Madison Square Garden buzzed louder than it had in years. For weeks, he was the biggest story in sports. Though the run didn't last, Linsanity broke the internet and proved how quickly basketball could create international icons. 8. LeBron's The Decision. On July 8, 2010, LeBron James announced his free agency choice on live television. "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." The statement shocked the world. Cleveland fans burned jerseys in anger, Miami fans celebrated wildly, and social media nearly melted down. It became one of the most watched sports broadcasts ever, sparking debates about player power, loyalty, and super teams. Love it or hate it, the decision changed the NBA forever, ushering in the era of players controlling their own destiny. Even today, it's remembered as one of the most controversial and internet-shaking moments in basketball history. 9. Dirk Nowitzki's 2011 Finals run. Dirk Nowitzki's 2011 championship run remains one of the most beloved underdog stories. Facing LeBron, Wade, and Bosch's new Miami super team, Dirk's Dallas Mavericks were massive underdogs. But Dirk delivered legendary performances, battling through illness and pressure to lead Dallas to the upset. His fadeaways, clutch plays, and quiet leadership became instant internet gold. Fans everywhere celebrated Dirk's triumph, especially after the Heat's infamous "not one, not two" promise. Twitter exploded with respect for Dirk, cementing his status as an all-time great. The 2011 Finals weren't just about winning a ring, it was about proving Heartbeat's hype. 10. Derrick Rose's MVP speech, 2011. At just 22 years old, Derrick Rose became the youngest MVP in NBA history. His acceptance speech instantly went viral, not just for the accomplishment, but for the emotion he showed. Fighting back tears, Rose thanked his mother for her sacrifices, creating one of the most heartfelt moments in NBA history. Fans flooded the internet with support, admiration, and pride for a player who represented hope for Chicago. Clips of the speech continue to circulate, reminding everyone of what made Rose so special. It wasn't just about his electrifying game, it was his humility and gratitude that broke the internet that night. 11. Giannis's block on Ayton, 2021 Finals Game 4. In a pivotal Finals game against the Suns, Giannis Antetokounmpo made one of the greatest defensive plays ever. With Phoenix running a perfect lob to DeAndre Ayton, Giannis recovered in one step, leaping to block the dunk attempt at the rim. The play preserved Milwaukee's lead and shifted momentum in the series. Fans instantly compared it to LeBron's famous chase down. Twitter blew up with replays, memes, and reactions, cementing the block 2.0 in Finals lore. Milwaukee would go on to win the championship, and Giannis's block became a defining highlight of his legacy and one of the internet's favorite NBA moments. 12. Ja Morant's dunk over Kevin Love, 2022. Ja Morant has produced highlight after highlight, but his dunk over Kevin Love stands out. In March 2022, Ja launched himself from nearly the free throw line, soaring over the 6'10" Love for a violent poster dunk. The crowd lost its mind, teammates stormed the court, and social media exploded instantly. Memes, slow-mo edits, and fans declaring it one of the greatest dunks ever filled the internet. It wasn't just the dunk, it was the statement that Ja had arrived as one of the NBA's most electrifying young stars. For weeks, that clip dominated Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. 13. Shaq breaking the backboard, 1990s. Few players have ever showcased pure power like Shaquille O'Neal. Early in his career, Shaq demolished multiple backboards with thunderous dunks, shattering glass and bending rims. Though these moments happened in the 90s before social media, the footage resurfaced during the YouTube era, going viral all over again. Fans shared clips of Shaq hanging from destroyed rims, laughing as arenas scrambled to replace equipment. Each dunk became a meme of dominance and strength. Even decades later, whenever people talk about raw power in the NBA, Shaq's backboard-breaking highlights remain some of the most shared and replayed moments online. 14. Vince Carter's dunk over Frederick Weiss, 2000 Olympics. During the 2000 Olympics, Vince Carter delivered perhaps the greatest dunk ever. Playing for Team USA against France, Carter leaped over 7 feet 2 inches Frederick Weiss and threw down a vicious one-handed slam. The world was stunned. He didn't just dunk, he jumped completely over a man. Clips spread globally, and when YouTube and social media arrived years later, it became even more legendary. Fans dubbed it the Dunk of Death, and it symbolized Carter's reign as the greatest dunker ever. To this day, people still repost and react to the dunk that defied physics and broke the internet before social media. 15. Steph Curry breaking the three-point record, 2021. On December 14th, 2021, Madison Square Garden witnessed history. Steph Curry hit his 2,974th career three-pointer, passing Ray Allen to become the NBA's all-time leader in threes made. The game stopped as the crowd roared. Curry hugged his parents, and even opposing players showed respect. Instantly, highlights flooded social media. Fans and analysts declared it one of the most unbreakable records in sports. It wasn't just about the numbers, it was about how Curry had revolutionized basketball itself. The moment trended worldwide, cementing Steph's status as the greatest shooter ever and breaking the internet with celebration and respect. 16. LeBron passing Kareem for all-time scoring record, 2023. For nearly 40 years, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record seemed untouchable. But on February 7, 2023, LeBron James hit a fadeaway jumper to claim the top spot as the NBA's all-time scoring leader. The Lakers stopped the game. Kareem handed LeBron the game ball, and the arena erupted. Instantly, the internet was flooded with tributes, highlight edits, and debates about the GOAT conversation. Twitter and Instagram trended worldwide with LeBron's milestone. It wasn't just a record, it was a moment that connected generations of basketball. The play will be replayed forever as proof of LeBron's unmatched longevity and greatness. 17. Damian Lillard's bye-bye buzzer beater, 2019 versus OKC. In the first round of the 2019 playoffs, Damian Lillard hit one of the coldest shots in NBA history. With the game tied and the clock winding down, Dame casually pulled up from 37 feet over Paul George and buried it. As the crowd erupted, Lillard waved goodbye to the Thunder, a gesture instantly turned into a viral meme. Social media exploded, replaying the shot and mocking OKC. Paul George later called it a bad shot, which only fueled more debate online. The moment cemented Dame's reputation as one of the most clutch shooters in NBA history and broke the internet. 18. Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole, 2022. In October 2022, the NBA world was stunned when TMZ leaked practice footage of Draymond Green punching teammate Jordan Poole. The video spread instantly, with millions of views in hours. Fans debated team chemistry, locker room drama, and the Warriors' chances at another title. Memes, jokes, and reactions flooded every platform, making it one of the most viral NBA leaks ever. While Golden State downplayed the incident, the internet kept replaying it endlessly. It wasn't a highlight, but it was a moment that dominated sports media and broke the internet in a completely different, controversial way. 19. Allen Iverson's step over Tyronn Lue, 2001 Finals Game 1. In the 2001 Finals, Allen Iverson gave the world an iconic moment. After crossing up Tyronn Lue and hitting a clutch jumper, Iverson stepped over him with swagger that defined his career. The play symbolized AI's fearless attitude and became one of the most replayed clips in NBA history. On social media, the step-over has lived on as a meme, GIF, and cultural reference. It wasn't just a bucket, it was a statement of defiance from a 6-foot guard against the mighty Lakers. Even decades later, the image of Iverson towering over Lue remains basketball's ultimate "don't mess with me" moment. 20. Michael Jordan's flu game, 1997 Finals, Game 5. Game 5 of the 1997 Finals wasn't just another Jordan masterpiece, it was myth-making. Battling illness, later called food poisoning by some, MJ dropped 38 points against the Utah Jazz, collapsing into Scottie Pippen's arms afterward. The performance embodied Jordan's willpower and cemented his legend. When The Last Dance documentary resurfaced the story, memes and highlight edits went viral again. Fans celebrated his relentless drive, calling it one of the gutsiest performances ever. On the internet, flu game shoes, jerseys, and gifs of Jordan leaning on Pippen spread endlessly. It wasn't just basketball, it was the definition of greatness under pressure. 21. Magic Johnson's rookie finals performance, 1980. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar went down injured in the 1980 finals, 20-year-old rookie Magic Johnson stepped in at center and delivered one of the greatest finals performances ever. Magic scored 42 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished 7 assists, sealing the championship. The game instantly elevated him into superstardom. Though this moment predated social media, its legacy has lived online through highlight reels, documentaries, and fan tributes. Every time it resurfaces, fans marvel at the versatility and swagger Magic showed as a rookie. The internet has turned that night into a timeless reminder. Magic wasn't just a point guard, he was Showtime. 22. Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 35 seconds, 2004. In December 2004, Tracy McGrady delivered an unforgettable scoring explosion. Down 8 points with under a minute left against the Spurs, T-Mac hit 4 threes, including the game winner, to score 13 points in just 35 seconds. The comeback left fans in disbelief, Spurs players stunned, and the internet, later on, in awe. Clips of the sequence are still shared with captions like "Never give up" and "This is why basketball is beautiful." It became T-Mac's most iconic highlight, proof of his raw scoring ability. Online, the comeback is replayed endlessly as one of the most clutch and viral performances in NBA history. 23. Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds, 1995 playoffs. Reggie Miller silenced Madison Square Garden with one of the wildest comebacks ever. In Game 1 against the Knicks, Miller scored 8 points in just 9 seconds, 2 threes and clutch free throws, turning a sure loss into a shocking Pacers win. The stunned faces of Knicks fans became instant meme material once social media arrived. Even decades later, the clip resurfaces every playoffs, sparking debates about the most clutch players ever. For the internet, Miller's barrage is the ultimate example of never count someone out. It wasn't just a win, it was one of the fastest, craziest meltdowns in NBA history. 24. Allen Iverson's rookie game versus Michael Jordan, 1997. As a rookie, Allen Iverson had the audacity to cross up Michael Jordan, the GOAT, leaving him frozen as I hit the jumper. The play instantly became legendary, signaling that a new generation had arrived. Though it happened before the social media boom, the footage resurfaced on YouTube and Twitter, going viral as fans debated its significance. Memes of Iverson breaking Jordan's ankles spread everywhere. For Iverson, it was a defining moment of fearlessness. For the internet, it was the ultimate highlight of a young star challenging a legend. One crossover, one shot, and I announced his place in history. 25. Zion Williamson's dunk versus Kevin Knox, high school 2017. Before Zion even reached the NBA, he broke the internet with his viral dunks. In 2017, during a high school game, Zion threw down a thunderous poster dunk over future NBA player Kevin Knox. The clip spread across YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, instantly making Zion a household name before he even got to Duke. Fans couldn't believe his combination of size, power, and athleticism. It was more than a dunk. It was the moment the basketball world realized Zion was a generational talent. The internet crowned him the next big thing, and that single clip fueled years of hype worldwide. 26. Luka Doncic's playoff buzzer beater, 2020 versus Clippers. At just 21, Luka Doncic stunned the world in the NBA bubble. In Game 4 versus the Clippers, he hit a cold step-back three in overtime at the buzzer. Mike Breen's bang, bang call and Luka's calm celebration went viral instantly. The internet declared Luka the future, replaying the clip millions of times worldwide. 27. Jimmy Butler's exhaustion game, 2020 Finals, Game 5. Jimmy Butler carried the heat against LeBron's Lakers, logging a 35-point triple-double in Game 5. The iconic image of Butler collapsing on the stanchion after the win went viral, symbolizing pure grit. Fans flooded social media with tributes, calling it one of the most inspiring finals performances ever. His heart and hustle broke the internet. 28. Kyrie Irving's Championship 3, 2016 Finals, Game 7. With under a minute left in the 2016 Finals, Kyrie Irving hit the dagger over Steph Curry. The shot sealed Cleveland's first-ever championship and became an instant viral classic. Social media blew up with memes, edits, and non-stop replays. While LeBron had the block, Kyrie had the shot, forever etched in NBA and internet history. 29. Derrick Rose's game winner versus Cavaliers, 2015 playoffs. In Game 3 of the 2015 semifinals, Derrick Rose banked in a buzzer-beating three over the Cavaliers. The United Center erupted, teammates mobbed him, and Rose's emotionless walk-off became a viral meme. Social media exploded with nostalgia for vintage D. Rose. It wasn't just a shot, it was a reminder of his resilience and the hope he inspired. 30. Paul George's dunk on Birdman, 2013 playoffs. During the 2013 Eastern Finals, Paul George shocked Miami with a vicious poster dunk over Chris "Birdman" Anderson. The play electrified Indiana's crowd and went viral online, replayed endlessly with stunned reactions. Memes and slow-motion edits spread instantly, cementing it as one of PG's signature highlights. For the internet, that dunk proved George's arrival as a superstar.